Hello everyone, this is Keerthivashan and my teammate is Kaushik. We are from Bannari Amman Institute of Technology from E&A department. We are here to present you the topic of cloud computing technologies. History. During 1960s, the initial concept of time sharing became popularized via RGE. RGE means remote job entry. In this technology, was mostly associated with large vendors such as IBM and DEC. Full-time sharing solutions were available by the early 1970s on such platforms as Multics on GE hardware, Cambridge CTSS and earliest Unix ports on DEC hardware. Yet the data center model where users submitted jobs to operators to run on IBM mainframes was overwhelmingly predominant. In the 1990s, telecommunication companies who previously offered primarily dedicated point-to-point data circuits began offering virtual private network, that is VPN, services with comparable quality of service but at a lower cost. By switching traffic as they saw fit to balance server use, they could use overall network bandwidth more effectively. They began to use the cloud symbol to denote the demarcation point between what the provider was responsible for and what the users were responsible for. Cloud computing extended this boundary to cover all the servers as well as the network infrastructure. As computers became more diffuse, scientists and technologists explored a way to make large-scale computing power available to more users through time sharing. They experimented with algorithms to optimize the infrastructure platform and applications to prioritize CPUs and increase efficiencies for end users. The use of cloud metaphor for virtualized services dates at least to General Magic in 1994, where it was used to describe the universe of places the mobile agents in the telescript environment could go. As described by Andy Geskrell, the beauty of telescript says that is that now, instead of just having a device to program, we now have the entire cloud out there, where a single program can go and travel to many different sources of information and create sort of a virtual service. The use of cloud metaphor is credited to General Magic Communications employee David Hoffman, based on long-standing use in the networking and telecom. In addition to use by General Magic itself, it was also used in promoting AT&T associated personal link services. 2000. In 2000, cloud computing has came into existence. 2006, Amazon created subsidiary cloud Amazon Web Services and introduced its Elastic Compute Cloud. In April 2018, Google released Google App Engine in beta. Let's see about what is cloud computing. What is the cloud? Where is the cloud? Are we in the cloud now? These are all the questions you have probably heard or even asked yourself. The term cloud computing is everywhere. In the simplest terms, cloud computing means storing and accessing data and programs over the internet instead of your computer's hardware. Cloud is just a metaphor for the internet. It goes back to the days of flowcharts and presentations that would represent the gigantic server farm infrastructure of the internet as nothing but a perfect white cumulus cloud, accepting connections and doling out information as it floats. What cloud computing is not about is your hard drive. When you store data on or run programs from the hard drive, that's called local storage and computing. Everything you need is physically close to you, which means accessing your data is fast and easy for that one computer or others on the local network. Working off your hard drive is how the computer industry functioned for decades. Some would argue it's still superior to cloud computing for reasons I will explain shortly. The cloud is also not about having a dedicated network attached storage hardware, that is NAS, or server in resistance. Storing data on a home or office network does not count as utilizing the cloud. However, some NAS will let you remotely access things over the internet, and there's at least one brand from Western Digital named by MyCloud, just to keep things confusing. For it to be considered cloud computing, you need to access your data or your programs over the internet, or the very least have the data synced with the other information over the web. In a big business, you may know all there is to know what's on the other side of the connection as an individual user. You may never have any idea what kind of massive data processing is happening on the other end. End result is the same. With an online connection, cloud computing can be done anywhere, anytime. Thank you.